everybody, anyone. I know this is not going to be seen because it's being shadow banned and it's being blocked out by very seriously dangerous police who are involved in very serious crimes against me, my bloodline, killing my mother, and my two dogs for revenge retaliation, 6 years of injuring, torturing, medical blacklisting, file falsification, false arresting and charging, kidnapping, sex assaults, putting illegal prisoner tracking onto me, blood and piss forcing. I spoke O.p.p. crimes, the human trafficking, homeless exploitation for monetary gain, and money laundering from the Morning Star mission. August of 2019, I was shot by something by ex-O.p.p. chief or commander on the corner of Bridge and Center Street. He is a sex slave trafficker, sex offender. He is guilty of first degree premeditated attempted murder. All cops named are, whether transferred or not, to avoid arrest, charging, and lawsuits. The lies, time buying, cover ups, and more. This is finished. Ontario Provincial Police who are guilty of first degree premeditated murder, attempted murder, torture crimes, slavery, brain injuring, body mutilations, full physical identity theft on victims, slave trafficking. Ex-chief again. Staff Sergeant years 2019, 2021. Kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner. Spencer Mills, 14716, Robert Cain, 7224. Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, guilty of file falsification for treatment refusals, discrimination, and blacklisting, assuring I get no medical help and proof of what was shot into me, or help with anything else. She is guilty of first degree premeditated attempted murder with intent to commit and cover up. Dr. Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO Cubby Duck, and patient relations are all criminally negligent involved with junkies, sex offenders, drug traffickers who are guilty of committing murders for free drugs and drop charges for Pontius Pilate O.p.p. All guilty of first degree murder and attempted murder, including drug overdoses. Blair Hardy King and Bill Wooldridge, aka Stephen Mavis. He also goes by Bob Cross. They're guilty of stalking, torturing, killing my mother December 20th, 2020. Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, guilty of first degree premeditated attempted murder, torture crimes, killing my dogs, attempted arson, blood thrown on previous address, skull deforming, identity theft with 100% proof, and attempted murder with intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud. All for Ontario Provincial Police. Blair Cain, Blair Hardy is alleged O.p.p. supervisor. He is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of raping a woman in 2021 who is now deceased at 45 Dundas Street East, Apartment 3 as well. There is also one Raymond LeBlanc. He is an animal killer. He is a child groomer, a sex offender, a meth trafficker. He's guilty of torturing, killing my dogs, and he's guilty of first degree attempted murder on me. Here's another picture, the one known as Bill Wooldridge, Bob Cross, Stephen Mavis, his alias names or whatever, and Blair Hardy Cain. They're both serial killers. and it can be 100% proven too. This is Jason Gimpy, two-step Vinalstein. He's guilty of first-degree attempted murder, premeditated murder. He's guilty of a homicide in 2021. He sells laced fentanyl, committing overdose murders also between Napanee and Kingston, which get covered up because he's doing it through addicts and homelessness. He is guilty of possible many murders, a homicide in 2021 once again, identity theft on me, brain injuring, and attempted murder with intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud. He is a stroke victim, and he will try to play Pontius Pilate like he is not involved, but he is 100% involved, and I can 100% prove my words. And each and every crime he has committed against me has been through Ontario provincial police for 6 years. And I can 100% prove my words. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns is guilty of first-degree attempted murder. Tyler Lake, again, guilty of first-degree attempted murder, identity theft, and killing my dog. By the way, the one going by Bill Wooldridge and Stephen Mavis, the one that killed my mother, he is also says that he is Ontario chapter captain of Hells Angels as well. He is associated to Russell Williams. He is a heroin addict and a heroin trafficker, a sex offender, sex slave trafficker for ex-O.p.p chief or commander. He thinks he and I were switched at birth, believes that he is my dad, was stalking and calling my mother mom. He is now bald, glasses, lives behind the law office in Napanee on the corner of Bridge and Center Street. He is a serial killer. You can usually find him during the weekdays around Prince Charles School, Tim Hortons, and he frequents a place called Loaf and Ale, where he goes and looks for victims. He cannot be arrested, and I can 100% prove my words. He is above all laws. Once again, whether this is seen or not, because a lot of this shit's being blocked out by these lowlives who have hacked my computer, and I can 100% prove it. Dale Hartwick, my cousin, he is guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit. He is guilty of brain injuring me, skull splitting me. He is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. He told me this himself. He fucked up and let me know that he was involved doing this. Once again, he has no care or concern for life. This is Jason Gimpy, two-step Vinalstein once again. Bert Hustler, guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. He is a child sex offender as well. He is highly jealous and obsessed with me. I can 100% prove his guilt. I have hair samples to prove his DNA. He is an obsessed homosexual sex offender as well of children. And his madam, morphine pill dealer, Maggie Falls, who is also guilty of attempted murder on me. My cousin, Harry Hartwig, Dale Hartwig's uncle, he is guilty of brain injury and torture crimes. He is a child groomer. He actually let me do his wife as a teenager while he masturbated. He's guilty of stripping me naked as a child, putting tuck tape on my testicles while he beat the shit out of my mother and my older brother at the time, making me stand naked in a corner for 4 hours, while all because I would not eat a pickled onion. He is very sadistic. He is very dangerous as well. Once again, Raymond Bubbles LeBlanc. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns again. He is now officially guilty of multiple homicides, and I can prove my words. This fucking redheaded stepchild bastard who thinks he is Axel Rose and thinks that I am a wolf. He is a serious speed addict and a heroin addict. He's had many drug overdoses at his place. This guy is a pimp. He is a woman beater, a child abuser. He is homeless. He is a drug addict. He is guilty of torture crimes against me through O.p.p. 100% can prove my words once again. He he hangs with my mother's son Kevin Sweet where he goes to smoke crack. This guy here, his name is Christopher Stephen Brandt. He now has a full-faced beard and those serious meth scabs. He is guilty of stalking. He is guilty of brain injury and torture crimes, attempted drugging me through crack cocaine. He is guilty of using CEW on me, R&M on me, and CEW is an energy weapon. His brother is a reserve cop. They are involved with O.p.p, human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking. He is a known stalker, a sex offender. He walks around with a bottle of lube. So when people disappear, I would seriously be checking this lowlife because once again, he is also a cop's brother who are both involved with O.p.p, human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking. And it goes further than that. It goes to Kingston as well, where this guy is involved. He has an internet ban. His name is Robert Hanna. He is an ex-prisoner from Bath Prison in Kingston, Ontario. He is a sex offender. He is involved with child pornography. He is a stalker, and he is guilty of attempted murder on me. He used to live on Oak Street in Kingston, Ontario. He may now be living at Hamilton House or Artillery Park in the housing units across the road in Kingston, Ontario. He is balding on top, has a ponytail, wears glasses, about 28, 29 years old, and always has a hat on and headphones. And there is also Sean McKay. And there is this guy who is allegedly supposed to be wanted, Bill Coolidge. Also, Stephen Mavis is one of the alias names. If it is him, he is guilty of identity theft, stalking, torturing, killing my mother with the intent to commit identity theft to stay free. He is a harbored inmate of Ontario Provincial Police in Napanee, Ontario, hence why he cannot be arrested under any circumstances, and I can prove my words. Congratulations, Harry Hartwig, Dale Hartwig, Tony Hearns, Ontario Provincial Police, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. Your lies against me about being suicidal self-harmer, your lies against me about drugs I do not do, the other lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, the medical blacklist, and while I am being seriously brain injured, skull deformed, going through serious memory loss because of the brain injury and getting total numbing on a daily basis. And my mother was stalked, tortured, and killed. You killed my dogs. You have proven to be nothing but fucking terrorists. You are very seriously dangerous once again, whether transferred or not. You are still guilty of first degree murder and attempted murder through your low life pieces of shit. And each and every cop, one way or another, no threat, are gonna pay for what you have done to me, and I can prove my words, including lawsuits. I want at least $150 million plus $200,000 from each police officer involved. Plus, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital will be getting a lawsuit against them and human rights lawsuit as well, along with the Justice of the Peace and AMHS Mental Health. I had no association with them in any way, shape, or form. I had no criminal record, and I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to all of this starting on me after me being shot because of me speaking of Ontario provincial police crimes. Once again, the human trafficking, sex slavery, trafficking. When people disappear, families are murdered and missing. You can thank Ontario provincial police, their criminal doctors who are covering up their crimes. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, watch your lives because it means absolutely nothing. You are an expendable, you are a slave, and you are owned. Even doctors, once you go to that hospital, they try to take ownership over you. It is a publicly paid hospital in Napanee, and it is privately owned and run through Ontario Provincial Police. And that is no fucking joke. This is why they are so successful in the crimes they are committing and getting away with it, including the murders that they are committing and having them medically covered up through a criminal fucking doctors. How many people have actually died and you have labeled it falsely to cover up crimes from people or from whatever the case may be? How many death records have you falsified to help these pieces of shit, including yourselves, to get away with murders? Congratulations, Napanee, and you fucking pieces of shit, including the police, the criminal doctors. This is nothing about hate against police. Once again, this is about very seriously criminals who I have named, only about them. But damage is done. This whole fucking side of my face, and no feeling left in my head at all.